Hey gang, welcome back to another Grumpy Old Gentleman on Film Video. It is May, so it's Ian's pick, and Ian picked for us John Sturgis's Great Escape, an amazing wartime film based on a true story, as it says right there. 1963. It's almost 3 hours long, but it flies by. There's not a boring moment in here, and there's not a shit ton of action either. It's kind of weird. It's got a mixture of a great mixture of drama, action, some comedy thrown in there, just all over the place. And look, read this cast to you, man. This is such a. If this was made today, these greedy bastards, this would have never got made with the names that are in this in today's time with the equivalent names. It'd have been outrageous. Steve McQueen, James Garner, Richard Armborough, Charles Bronson, Donald Pleasance, and James Coburn, and blah 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 blah. The list keeps going on, and it's a huge cast. You literally, if you watch movie, you will. Hey, I know him. Hey, I know him. Hey, I know him. But anyway, whatever. It's a it's a film based on a Nazi prisoner of war camp with filled with Allied forces, a lot of Allied forces, and they're all come together and decide that they're going to escape. Although they have rules to their escapes, like you have to bring it to, I don't know what the word they use, but like a committee to give permission to try to escape, which Steve McQueen does a lot of, and he is definitely, just like in all of his films, the main piece to watch because he's just so captivating on screen. He's just a cool dude, man. No matter what, he's cool as cucumbers. Um, the film itself, very very lighthearted, if I can use that. They're in a Nazi POW camp. A lot of it's just a lot of for a wartime movie. It's very family friendly. I think it got a PG rating back in the day. This is probably unrated because of the. It don't even say on here. Ha ha ha. Who knows? But anyway, it doesn't. It stays really, really kind of lighthearted with some darker themes throughout it until the end, and then it gets a little darker. Based on a true story, if you know anything about these kind of situations the whole thing is about trying to escape this prison camp, so there's going to be some dark tones to it. I do like how they showed us that even though it is in time of war, there was still respect. The officers still got respect for being officers, so they weren't like shit on. Everybody else was shit on, but the officers at least got their respect, and pretty much allowed a lot of this to happen. Yeah. So, yeah. I wrote some. What did I write? Oh, there was something I wanted to touch on. Oh, in this specific Blu-ray, and I'm not sure about any of the others. I'm almost positive the Criterion will have it in it, which I will definitely be buying in July. Even though I already own this, it is way high on my list of favorite films, and all the Criterion's going to have to offer is going to just make it even better. But there's an interview with the real life, and I forget his name. Fuck, I had it in my head. The real life Steve McQueen guy, the guy he plays, and I believe his last name was Jones, the real guy. I think that's what it was. I can't even take notes right. But anyway, it has an interview with him where he basically tells you about this story, and that interview tells not only like how he got there, but the real story. There is a lot of changes between then and now, then and then the movie, like anything. But it's one of the most interesting interviews that I've ever sat through. Just, a guy that was in the POW camp. He talked about everything that went on, how they were separated at one point from officers, and it's really, really cool. It was neat to see. Quite a few veterans in this film. Anyway, I read on IMDb, whatever, that Donald Pleasance, who was actually a POW, went to the director to give him some tips and stuff, and he told him to basically keep his comments to himself. And then later on, somebody had mentioned to Sturgis that he was a POW in World War II, and he was kind of had to backtrack on himself a little bit. And, hey, maybe you can help us out a little bit, but maybe you should just not be a dick, and you would have known from the beginning. But yeah, anyway, Great Escape, great pick, Ian. At this point in my YouTube career, I have no idea who's next, so we'll see in June. And yeah, if it's not going to be Jaws, I'm going to be really upset. But that's okay. I've been upset before. Looking at myself on camera, I realize that I'm starting to look like Bob. If I had hair, I shaved my head, but if I had hair, because I got this Santa Claus looking fucking beard going on. I haven't trimmed it in a while. Not that your beard's not awesome, I'm telling you. You're great, Bob. Your beard's great, Bob. My beard, however, it looks like a fucking bush. Maybe I should braid it. You there? Hi. Oh, I did an accent with that. Let's see what we can do with this thing. I just fan it all the way out and just look like some crazy fuck. Anyway, that's it. The Great Escape, a great pick. Sir Ian. Later.